Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, well, I think I'm done scrolling for the night. And hey, look at that. I didn't even think about porn. Don't watch porn. Don't watch porn. I don't want to watch porn. I know what it does to me. I don't want to watch porn. Well, I mean, it's been 4 days. I've been pretty good. I don't actually have to jerk off. I'll just turn it on. But I won't touch myself. I won't touch myself. Oh. She's beautiful. Oh shit. Well, here we go again. There's always next time. I can always quit next time.
All right, yeah, I'm talking to you. Listen up. If you've ever felt stuck, whether it's around money or women or confidence or your ability to perform in the bedroom or your continued failed efforts to stop watching porn, there's one thing you have to realize that's actually running the show. And no, it's not genetics, and it's not just the way you are. Okay, today we're diving into something that's way deeper than just quitting porn or fixing your PIED. We're talking about how you see yourself as a man. It's your self-image. And before you turn this off, just know that if you're uncomfortable looking at your self-image under a magnifying glass, then this is exactly the reason why you're struggling. So hang with me here while I help you learn how to level up and crush life moving forward. It's so interesting how most guys don't even realize that your self-image is actually running the show. And you might act pretty normal in front of your friends or your family, but if you still see yourself as weak, as broken, or as someone who always falls back into old habits, like watching porn, then guess what? That's exactly how you'll keep acting. Because the way that you see yourself controls everything. All right? Your brain literally won't let you act long-term in a way that contradicts it. You know why a lot of men still watch porn, even when they know they don't want to? It's because they have the self-image of a guy who still watches porn. Even though they want to quit, their self-image is still a porn watcher. I hate to make it sound so black and white, but it is actually that simple. And when you shift your self-image, when you start seeing yourself as the kind of man who doesn't need porn in his life anymore, the kind of man that naturally commands respect, who takes actions, who isn't ruled by fear, that's when everything changes. So today, I'm going to share with you a 3-step process of how to rewire your self-image so that you become the man who commands respect, builds wealth, destroys your porn addiction, and every single limiting belief that's ever been holding you back. Sound too good to be true? That's exactly the reason why you're here, tuned into my channel, looking for answers to your situation, because you know there's truth to my words. So let's do this. Let's level up together. Right now, whether you realize it or not, you're living inside of a story about who you are and what's possible for you. And guess what? This story, it's complete BS. It was built from the beliefs that you've absorbed from your parents, teachers, and your culture. The stories that you told yourself about past failures and the cycles of self-sabotage that you've repeated over and over. These moments in our past are subtle yet powerful. It could be as simple as your parents not recognizing your effort on an assignment that you did when you were in kindergarten. And internally, you started to tell yourself that when I work hard on something, I'm not good enough. And this gets ingrained through repetition and emotionalization over the course of your life, and you don't even realize it that you're still acting out this outdated script. Most guys, including myself for a long time, okay, I'm not perfect, but we never even question this. Instead, we say things like, I've just always been like this. I'm just not that kind of guy, okay? I'm just not that confident. what's the use of stopping porn? I'm just gonna fail again anyways. Or maybe I'm just not cut out for a healthy relationship. Stop that shit, bro. Your current self-image is a prison. And you don't even see the bars because they've been built around you by the people who actually love you. Or think about it like this, okay? Imagine you travel to a brand new city. No one knows you there. You could act completely different, walk with confidence, talk to strangers, present yourself as a whole new man. But what do? You default to your old self. Why? Because your self-image is a script, and you're unconsciously playing the same role over and over. Now, real quick, let's get nerdy for a sec because I love these parts. You might even feel this sometimes, like your brain is literally working against you. Right now, your brain has this thing called the reticular activating system, or RAS. Think of it like your personal bodyguard, filtering out what external information gets in your mind and what doesn't. Okay? If your self-image says you're broke, your RAS literally blocks opportunities to make money. If your self-image says you're bad with women, your RAS filters out chances to connect. If your self-image says you can't perform in bed, your RAS creates stress, fear, and failure before you even try. You understand this? Your brain will always work to keep your actions consistent, aligned with your self-image. This is why guys keep falling back into bad habits, even when they swear they want to change. But here's the good news, brother. You're not stuck like this. You can rewrite your script. And I'm gonna give you a 3-step process to help you to rewire your self-image permanently. And I appropriately call this the 3-step process to rebuild your masculine identity permanently. Pretty cool, huh? Let's dive in. I hope you're taking notes. All right, step 1, destroy the weak man myth. Unlearning the lies that keep you stuck. Now let's be real. Most men today are carrying a story that's straight up toxic. This story says, I'm not good enough. I'll never be confident. I'm broken. And if you've struggled with PIED, anxiety, self-doubt, or feeling like you're just never man enough, I need you to hear this. You weren't born feeling this way. You were conditioned to believe it. Since childhood, you've been hit with messages that made you doubt your worth as a man. And now, fast forward, we can add some gasoline to the bonfire with porn, right? Which rewired your brain to feel unworthy of real intimacy. Social media that flooded you with fake, perfect guys, making you feel inadequate. Society, which shamed you for embracing real masculine energy. Your lack of confidence is not your fault, but fixing it is your responsibility. So here we go. Exercise 1, the false story. Grab your notebook. All right, do not skip this step. Write down the biggest limiting beliefs or lies that you had about yourself as a man. You know what they are. The ones that always keep you stuck when you try to move forward. Things like, I'll never be good with women. Well, I can't perform in bed. I'm not attractive enough. I'll never be free of porn. Okay, then ask yourself for each one, where did this come from? 99% of the time, it's not even your belief. You absorbed it from somebody else. And when you see this, I want you to understand that since it came from someone else, it's not true for you, right? It's a lie. Now, pause the video if you need to. And when you're done with that exercise, I want you to cross out every single lie, because today, you're replacing them with the truth. Step 2, rewire your brain for confidence and strength. This is the identity shift. Here's the reality. Your brain cannot let you act in a way that contradicts your self-image. It just doesn't do that. If you see yourself as weak, your brain will make sure you stay weak. If you see yourself as a failure, your brain will sabotage your success. The solution? You need to change how you see yourself. Think about it this way. Your brain's like a GPS, all right? It only takes you where it's programmed to go. Most guys keep feeding it the wrong coordinates. Coordinates, I'm a loser. Destination, failure. Coordinates, I always screw up. Destination, self-sabotage. Instead, we need to rewrite the script. So exercise 2, this is called the new identity exercise. Now, if you can, do this with me. Close your eyes. Don't forget to breathe. See the man that you want to be. Confident, strong, masculine, respected. Give him a name, your best self-identity. In my case, I use Confident Eric. Pretty original, I know. Feel free to steal it. And next, ask, how does this version of me act? How does Confident Eric act? How does he speak? Listen to his tonality and his rhythm. How does he walk? How does he carry himself? How does he handle challenges? Does he step into them and diffuse them? How does he handle triggers? Do triggers even affect him? Or does he simply deflect them because he's so above getting triggered, acting in such a weak way? Now, feel free to pause the video and write these out. Get super clear on how your own highest self would act. And every time you're faced with fear, ask, what would my highest self do right now? Then, you guessed it, do that. Make sure that you do this exercise. Learn what steps you take first. Then in the moment, it'll be so much easier to act appropriately. This is how you become confident, powerful, and respected. Not by waiting, but by acting as if you already are. In step 3, I'd say this is actually the most important step. Take bold action to prove your worth. Confidence comes from action, not thinking. You can visualize all day, and that's important to get clarity, okay? You can repeat affirmations in the mirror, and these are super powerful. If you haven't tried this, I have a ton of these in my program to help you if you're interested in like a streamlined approach. But nothing, and I mean nothing, rewires your self-image faster than taking action. If you remember from a previous video about fear and PIED, I'll put a link in the description. Fear is a liar, all right? It tells you you're not ready. You might fail. People will judge you. But reality check, bro. And I hope this lands for you. The only way to become more confident or to increase confidence is by doing the things that scare you. Would you agree with that? To build muscle, you must face resistance. To build confidence, you have to face that resistance. So with that in mind, exercise number 3 is called the Action Over Thinking Challenge. That's deep. So here's what I want you to do. For the next 7 days, I want you to do one thing per day that forces you out of your comfort zone. I'm gonna give you 7 examples, but bro, you can do anything that forces you out of your comfort zone. Just remember, you're on your own journey. What forces me out of my comfort zone might be easy to you, and vice versa. Okay, but here's some examples of things you could potentially do. Number 1, make eye contact and hold it instead of looking away. 2, speak louder and clearer in conversations. 3, stand with your chest open instead of hunching over. 4, say hello to a stranger, even if it's uncomfortable, or especially when it's uncomfortable. 5, take a cold shower. Train yourself to embrace discomfort. 6, speak up when you'd normally stay quiet. Maybe at work they're asking for opinions and you would usually stay quiet. Try to speak up instead. And 7, go a full day without social media or porn. And if you can go 1 day, you can go 2, and you can go 3, and so on. Each time you do one of these, you reprogram your brain to see yourself as a powerful, confident man. And after 7 days, you're gonna feel unstoppable. Because bro, I want you to really feel these words right now. Feel them from your heart. And really take a moment to understand if they're true for you. You're not weak. You're untrained. You're not weak. You just haven't been taught the things that would build up your most confident masculine self. You haven't been able to practice living with confidence long enough. So when a trigger that would usually send you straight to your favorite adult website, have you instead realize that the man you are, the man with the highest self-image, doesn't do that. Simple as that. But the men who rely solely on willpower to battle their self-image, their actions are aligned with what they've been taught by people who actually thought they had their best interests in mind, how to stay safe by playing small. You can't get hurt if you don't try. How to not make waves and just be happy with what you have. Well, I have PIED. How the hell am I supposed to be happy with that and just settle for the rest of my life? Most guys think that confidence is something you're born with. That's a lie. Confidence is a skill. And just like any skill, it's built through repetition and training. You are not broken. You are not weak. You're simply untrained. The men who win in life, they face fear instead of running from it. They take action instead of overthinking. And they reprogram their self-image to be strong. And they don't settle for what is. And so starting today, if you're still here with me, that's you. All right, so what's your next step? Start by dropping a comment below. What's one limiting belief or lie that you're ready to destroy today? And if you're serious about taking back your power, if you're done making excuses and ready to finally build unshakable confidence, self-worth, and masculinity with an added bonus of your healthiest, strongest erections of your entire life, click the link below and let's make it happen. You know that action is the only way through this, and it's time to rewrite your future. And bro, if you got value from this topic, let me know by erecting the thumbs up, and if you're new here, stimulate the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future talks about men's health and personal transformation. Make sure that you go back through this video and do the exercises. It will change your life. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Much love.